Yeah, we definitely have a stretch of quiet weather coming up throughout the weekend. We'll see some more clouds here and there, but overall dry conditions, and definitely we'll have a change come early next week with another system. But in the meantime, we still got some precipitation just northeast of us, kind of touching some of the area. A lot of that's just sprinkles and then cloud cover as that low now sits up north of, I got a fly in my face there for a second. Got the low up there, yeah, in there. So overall, if we're looking at frost conditions, and when we talk about frost, it's 32 or below. A lot of the areas have already seen it. La Crosse and areas here quite haven't seen it. You can see we're a little bit past due for that, getting below 32. Most of the rest of the area further north is. We will kind of get close to that. We'll probably see that, and that's why we do have the frost advisory getting back into that 32 to 36 range tonight. We will have some clouds and some wind still there, so that does tend to keep the temp up a little bit. So I don't think there'll be a lot of areas that will see below 32, but it definitely will be the case. Further north, they've already seen a frost and actually a freeze, so they're pretty much done for the season. Here's that little bit of precipitation and the temperatures too, but you'll note there's a little bit of cloud cover that starts forming just along and east of I-94. Some low clouds a little bit in the morning, plus there's another area of clouds that begins to push southeast. So overall, there will be cloud cover, and that does tend to keep the temp up a little bit, so we're not going to fall off too much. But even by 8 a.m., you still have some areas that are close to freezing. Other areas will be maybe 34 or 35. Just with that northwest wind, it'll be about 5 to 10, just enough to keep the temperatures up for the most area. Now, this cloud cover persists a little bit through the morning time frame, especially southwest of La Crosse and northeast Iowa, and then some pockets up further north. Even a sprinkle as far north, maybe Rusk County might see that, but I think all the precipitation tomorrow will be east of the area generally. Now, towards the afternoon, that's when all areas begin to kind of get clearing skies as that low begins to shift northeast of the area. So that's why we're going to have clearing skies going into Thursday evening, which sets up then the temperatures going forward. Now, this is going to be probably a hard freeze for a lot of areas. We're talking about below 28. For La Crosse area, the Mississippi River area, pretty much right on track to where we should see it. All the areas further north, as you see towards Eau Claire, Black River Falls, they've already seen this earlier in the month, so they're pretty much done with it. But I think we will see that go into Friday, given that we'll have less clouds, lighter winds that allow temperatures to fall well into the 20s. This actually still might be too warm given how things will set up, so we'll have to adjust that for tomorrow. And even some areas of Black River Falls, Sparta area, you might see pockets that get to the upper teens. So it's definitely going to be the coldest temps for most areas that we've seen so far this season, and pretty much it is done with the growing season after that. Friday, though, temperatures get back up to the mid 50s, so it'll be a fairly nice day, pleasant conditions, about seasonal, right where we should be, with light winds, a few clouds out there. Saturday, going into the highs, we'll have more cloud cover, mid to high level clouds, but still the sun will be able to get out. We'll bump those temps a few more degrees, almost a few 60s there too. And even Sunday, before that system approaches the west, we should have enough to get close to 60 or in the 60s, depending on how much cloud cover comes from the west, which we will see increasing clouds with a precipitation chance probably holding off until we get to Monday. And then we do have a wet stretch off and on rain through about Wednesday as another system slides through the area before we finally dry out as we get towards Thursday. So it will be chilly, cold in the morning, but this is about time where we should see some more 20s or even upper teens for this time of year. But the afternoon, especially going into Friday, should be actually pleasant.
Nice.
And for high school playoff football, should be really nice conditions too. Typical what you would expect.
Quintessential fall weather.
Excellent. Thank you, Craig.